Both One Quiet Night and this record were done at home in between parts of my regular life. It's not like I went into a studio like, okay, now I'm going to make a record. It's very intimate. I mean, it's really just kind of me playing in a very small place, really to the mic, which then becomes the audience. I just was kind of playing for fun and doing stuff that I thought maybe I would enjoy hearing. So it's a real direct from me to you kind of recording. A lot of the tunes that I picked for this are tunes that over the 10 years or so that I've been bringing the baritone guitar out on the road with me, that I would just play, you know, kind of at a sound check or something, and somebody would say, wow, you know, where can I get your version of that song? Where did you record this? And I was like, you know, I've never recorded any of these. The list of tunes that are represented on there are almost all from the time before I ever wrote a note of my own. A lot of them are before I even played an instrument. And just songs that for whatever reason I've always loved and have always kind of felt some connection to. But what is interesting, as I sort of got under the hood of each one of these songs, was to sort of see kind of in more musician-y terms what it was that really grabbed me about it. Each one of them has some kind of weird way of getting from here to there, or something odd about the form, or, you know, none of them are just kind of straight up like regular tunes. In a conventional baritone tuning, it's a little bit muddy, and I actually had a baritone guitar for years and didn't really quite know what to do with it until I remembered this tuning that a guy from my hometown in Missouri had showed me when I was a teenager. Sort of taking the middle two strings and tuning them up an octave by putting really high strings on, and you get a very different kind of thing. And it's almost like 3 parts of a string quartet. The top 2 strings are like a viola, the middle strings are like a violin, and then the bottom 2 strings become like a cello. I actually love interpreting other people's music, and in a way that's the thing that I get to do the least in my daily life as a musician. So yeah, it's the first record of mine where there's none of my tunes on it. I really try to make, not just in the solo record department, but in general, I try to make each record have a very distinctive something about it, that it's really about that. And in the case of this record, it's certainly, you know, about the playing and the performance, but it's also about these songs. It's a very unusual instrument, obviously, this being the 42-string guitar. And it's sort of got a very particular kind of thing that you have to find just the right kind of song to do with it. So somehow Sound of Silence sort of started popping out. And I did a version of it one night, and that's what ends up leading off the record. For me, each time that I play, regardless of the setting, I just try to find things that I love and try to bring them out into the world. That's sort of what I kind of feel like my job is as a musician, and this is another angle on that.